What up world, it's your homeboy Wordplay TJ, and I'm back with another video for you. This time around, I'm gonna show you how to clear samples with Tracklib. Stay tuned. So before I jump to the computer, the main issue that I have with sample clearances is that they have historically been expensive. And that expense makes clearing samples almost unattainable, which means that a lot of people avoid clearing samples and take the risk to get in trouble later on down the road versus actually going through the process of clearing that sample with the rights owner. So here's a good example. I found a sample clearance agency online called DMG Clearances. And based off of their fee structure, you may pay hundreds of dollars before you even start the process of paying for the publishing royalties and the rights clearances ahead of releasing your song. So according to them, it could cost at least $2,500 to clear the publishing fees. And then it could also cost between $5,000 and $10,000 to clear the recording master portion of the song. I don't know about you, but I don't have tens of thousands of dollars to spend on sample clearances. And so that's where Tracklib has come in. And full disclosure, I'm not working with Tracklib directly in order to create this video. I've been a Tracklib user for years, and so I'm finally getting to the point where I have used this product and I'm ready to recommend it to you. And if you use my link down in the description, it will allow me to get credits to sample a lot more work as well. And so that's the only financial incentive that I get from Tracklib for making this video. And so ultimately the solution is to democratize sample clearances and make it easy for people to access those samples. Well, that's where Tracklib comes in. They connect people who want to license their work with people who want to sample work. So here we go. We're gonna jump to the computer and I'm gonna walk through all of the steps to get ready to put your work out using samples from Tracklib. So step one is to get your subscription. So at the time of this recording, it is now February 2026, and they charge $15 a month for their subscription. And if you want to pay in advance, you can do that at $10 a month for $119 for the year. And so then every month you will get 375 credits to use on collecting samples for the music that you want to make. And then on top of that, when you're ready to license the song, you don't have to pay any licensing fees in order to get your song ready for distribution. So if you don't pay the monthly subscription, you will have to pay a licensing fee that is different depending on the type of samples. They have A-type samples, B-type samples, and C-type samples. They also have royalty-free samples that are available as well. So step two of this process is to start and get creative. I went through the entire recording process and then eventually I had a master recording ready for me to license at the end. So step three is sending that music out for distribution. The main thing you need from your distributor is an ISRC code, and every code is unique to the song version that you release. You need that ISRC code in order to connect the song with the license that you're trying to get. So I would recommend that you plan ahead before you distribute your work. Make sure that you have at least 4 to 6 weeks of lead time in order to get that ISRC code and any other information or metadata that you would need to release and license this new work. On top of that, you also want to make sure that you are signed up with a performing rights organization like BMI, ASCAP, or CSAC in the United States. If you're in a different country, there are different performing rights organizations that are available to you. You'll want to do this registration because you need an IPI number, which is a unique publishing code that is unique to you as a songwriter or a publisher. This IPI code will be connected to the final license and allow you to collect royalties from the song as well. Step 4 is to go through the licensing registration process on Tracklib's website and make sure that you set it up where every 6 months you can report your income from that song. All right, so say I'm ready to license a new sample. I'm gonna click this button up here. So I'm gonna enter in the song title And then I'm going to select the sample that I use from the library. As you can see, these samples have different rates. So this is a B type license. This is a C type license, so it costs $50. But these fees are often waived if you have a regular occurring subscription to Tracklib. So this song was sampled from Focus by Walden Wesley and Adrian Belair. How much of this song did I sample? I believe I sampled up to 60 seconds, and so this is going to be 20% of the revenue to these writers. So they want some licensing info, so let's go ahead and fill that out. So let's start with my information. Next is the song information, so I'm going to edit here. The artist name. And they want the audio file. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the audio file in here really quick. So once that audio file is in there, I can hit save. And now we deal with the publishing splits. So as you can see, they are receiving 20% of the share. This is between their publishing and then the two writers on the song. They're splitting that part. So I'm gonna edit this, and then I'm gonna sign up additional rights owners. So I am also a writer, and I'm a publisher. All right, so I'm gonna do the writer side first. I'm gonna go ahead and put in my information, include my IPI number and the share percentage. So I'm gonna split the other 80% with my publishing company, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit done to add that. And then I'm gonna add a publisher. I'm gonna put in that IPI number, and then that publisher is ASCAP, or sorry, that PRO is ASCAP. All right, so I have all the splits done. I can save that. So the distributor. So I'm gonna edit this. I distribute with TuneCore, so I'm gonna select them. And then I wanna include my ISRC number. So that is your unique identification for this recording. So I'm gonna go to TuneCore and collect that. I'm gonna paste it there. And I'm gonna hit save. So as you can see down here, it says skip the sample clearance fees if you upgrade to premium or max. I don't believe that they have a premium or max account anymore. I think that is long gone. I could be wrong, but currently at the time of this recording, I couldn't find a premium or max subscription. Say, for example, I didn't have a subscription and I'm just ready to pay this. That fee is going to be $50 because I sampled up to 60 seconds of the record. So I'm going to make sure that I edit this section and I select my payment method, and then I want to click purchase license. So once that's done, you are not fully finished. You also have to make sure that they are getting their share of royalties from the song, and they're able to split up that revenue. The way that you do that is you need to provide a split to them as a part of this publishing, and you'll do that with your distribution channel. So setting up automatic splits is different from distributor to distributor, but in simple, whenever you go to your distributor, you want to set up a split with royalty@tracklib.com. There's one more thing to mention before we move on to the rest of the video. At the end of getting your license, you will have an obligation to make sure that you report your revenue every 6 months or so. So I'm going to click on report revenue. So right now it says I don't need to report any revenue, but about 6 months from now, I will have the obligation to report revenue for yours and this other song, Confused. And so I think it's going to be very important to make sure that I keep up with my royalty statements and my publishing statements so that I can report any revenue via those statements. And then once that revenue is calculated, I will make sure that those folks get their 20%. This should be fine because most of what I'm going to do after this is make sure that I register both of these songs with my PRO and make sure that I apply the appropriate splits from my PRO, especially if I don't have a publishing administrator. You want to always make sure that those splits are done. This is easier for me because I use Mogul. So at usemogul.com, you can easily get registrations for all of your songs done across multiple different PROs, but also the MLC and Sound Exchange and all these other rights organizations that you will need to register your songs with. So if you want to try out Mogul, which is, for me, a very simple way to register all of these songs, you can use the link down in the description and also watch my video that includes tips on how to use Mogul.com to make sure that you get your registrations done. And step 5 is to promote your work. You want to make sure that you get your song heard. So what's the bottom line here? Tracklib can provide you with lots of savings when it comes to clearing samples. And so I recommend that you join Tracklib, you dig for samples, find something, be creative, and then go out and clear those samples so your work and your art can be appreciated by the masses. So that's it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. I appreciate you watching this video. Be sure to share it with somebody that might get something out of it. And until next time, it's your homeboy Wordplay TJ. Peace. We ain't felt this. Loose in a minute. Little ice in my drink, feel smooth when I sip it. No rules, put the tip in. Not looking at you, no clues when I fit in. Tunnel vision when I came in the game. All natural, no tame.